Welcome to the video on how to implement a custom breach formula. This video requires that we have set up a project that uses a flooding overlay, with its calculations split up using multiple iterations. A link to a how-to video is provided in the description. Using this configuration, a breach can be set up such that its width is updated each iteration by a calculation Excel. Additional panels can be used to store and visualize the width and flow changes of the breach. We will start this video with the breach already present. It has been given an initial height, width, angle, and a selection has been drawn for it. To inspect if this breach is correctly set up, select Overlays in the ribbon bar. Select the flooding overlay that should be in your project when you have followed the video on how to set up an overlay using multiple iterations. Open the wizard by clicking on the Configuration Wizard button. With the Flooding Overlay wizard opened, continue to the Breach Areas step. Next, with the breach selected, verify that it has an initial height, width, and angle. Click Next to continue. In the Input step, we will configure the use of an unlimited external area, with an external water level set to above the height of the breach, such that water initially flows in. Continue to the Growth step. Make sure Set Value is not selected. This disables the default breach growth formula. Now we have set up the breach such that we can use and calculate our own breach width. Close the wizard and hover over Panels in the ribbon bar. And select the option named Find More in Public Share. Navigate to Panels, Water, and inspect the Excel file named Breach Width Iteration Before. Click on the Import button to add it to the project. Select the option named Import Template Excel Panel. With the Template Excel panel selected, select the Template tab. Change the option named Apply Template on to Areas. Next, click on the Select button. In the Attribute Selection panel, click on the attribute named Breach Height, and confirm with Select. Next, click on the Apply Template button. In the pop-up, click Yes to confirm. With the Breach Width panel added, we will import another Excel file for a template panel that stores breach output values each iteration. Since each iteration the output values are overwritten by the calculation model, we write the calculated output values of the breach into separate attributes. A prepared Excel is available on the public share. To add this file, hover over Panels in the ribbon bar and select the option named Find More in Public Share. Navigate to Panels, Water, and inspect the Excel file named Breach Output Iteration After. Click on the Import button to add it to the project. Select the option named Import Template Excel Panel. With the Template Excel panel selected, select the General tab. Change the Update Timing option to After. Next, select the Template tab. Change the option below Apply Template on to Areas. Next, click on the Select button. In the Attribute Selection panel, click on the attribute named Breach Height, and choose Select to confirm. Next, click on the Apply Template button. In the pop-up that appears, click Yes to confirm. With the breach output values now stored each iteration, we will add a third template panel that plots these attributes in a line chart. To add such a panel, hover again over Panels in the ribbon bar and select the option named Find More in Public Share. Navigate to Panels, Water, and inspect the text file named Breach Output Iteration Plots. Click on the Import button to add it to the project. Select the option named Import Template Text Panel. With the Template Text panel selected, select the Template tab. Change the option below Apply Template on to Areas. Next, click on the Select button. In the Attribute Selection panel, select the attribute named Breach Height. Next, click on the Apply Template button. In the pop-up, click Yes to confirm. With the 3 panels configured, it is time to recalculate the project. Click on the calculation cloud in the ribbon bar, and wait for the calculation to complete. The calculation should be performed in multiple iterations, each calculation a part of the simulation time of the flooding overlay. Once the calculation is complete, select the text panel named Breach Output Iteration Plots Breach. Click on the Open Panel button in the Detail panel. This panel shows a chart with the breach width, breach flow and cumulative flow over time frames. You can focus on the breach width line by double-clicking on its entry in the legend. Notice that the breach width growth is linear, which is what the imported Excel calculates by default. Now that we have verified that the breach panels have been set up, we will open the breach width Excel and inspect how the breach width is updated each iteration. Select the template Excel panel named Breach Width Iteration Before. Click on the Select Excel Sheet button in the General tab. Download the Breach Width Iteration Before Excel file by clicking on the download icon under the Get column. Once downloaded, find and open this Excel file. To change the way the breach width is calculated, inspect the B column and find the title named Calculated Breach Width. Inspect the cell below it. Notice it currently uses a simple linear formula that has a base value of 3 meter, added by the iteration number multiplied by 2. You can replace this formula with your own formula, such as a logarithmic growth. Also remember that you can obtain previous output values of the breach, such as flow, width and water levels, using TQL statements as Excel names. See the description for a link to a video on how to add and edit TQL statements to your Excel. Once the formula has been updated, don't forget to update the breach width Excel file with this adjusted file. With the Select Excel Sheet panel for breach width iteration still opened, click on the Import arrow in the Update column to import the adjusted file. Select the new Excel file and click on Open to confirm. Once updated, click on Select to close the panel. Once the File Selection panel is closed, reapply the Template Excel panel by clicking on the Apply Template button. Next, click on the Calculation Cloud icon again to recalculate the project. You have now learned how to set up a project such that you can calculate and update the breach width each iteration using your own formula defined in an Excel file.